Hello, grade 10s. In this lesson, I will be talking about the next unit of subject 6, which is socioeconomic issues, namely the unproductive labor force. You can follow along in your textbook from page 89 to 90. All right, let's start by looking at the definition of unproductive labor force. It is the workers who do not work at the required level of productivity of a business to be sustainable. So basically, workers are doing the minimum. They're not working optimally. They're not doing the best they can to reach the best possible outcomes, or the best to render the best possible service. Right. There are certain things that cause this unproductive labor force, such as labor laws that protect workers. It's not that easy for bosses just to fire workers or just to send them home or whatever, because workers are strictly protected. One of these companies, or one of these types of companies that protect workers include trade unions. Trade unions protect workers by, just by upholding their rights and by having, by speaking to the bosses and to make sure that workers are treated fairly, etc. But workers take advantage of this. For instance, if anything goes wrong in the business or anything like that, then they run to trade unions and then they have to solve it. The next thing is uneducated laborers. A lot of people don't have the education. For instance, if you're in a job and you have to do something on a computer and you don't have any computer education, you have no idea how computers work. So you're gonna first have to figure out how computers work and then go from there. So it takes considerable longer time and effort. And the next thing is that there is too many workers in a business. A lot of businesses employ more workers just for the sake of job creation, but in the end there's less work, or there's not enough work for everybody necessarily, and then a lot of people just sit around where they could have been used better in another area. All right, how this affects businesses and the economy is obviously it stops economic growth in the long run, with businesses not functioning optimally. They're not getting the best results they can. Businesses don't get as much profit as they could have if workers worked as hard as they should have. The quality of products will decrease. So if workers do a half-hearted job on a certain thing, then the quality of the items or the services rendered will be worse. It increases production costs, and also it increases labor costs. So in the end, you pay a lot for the wages of the workers, but they don't, they don't give you the best results. All right. In South Africa, the greatest effect that an unproductive labor force leads us to is that it prevents us from being a developed country. Like more productive workers, we would have more productive businesses that earn more profit and in effect use technology better in the country and the infrastructure that we actually have, and then we would have a more developed country. All right, that's all for today's lesson. I just want to talk about the informal assessment coming on Thursday to Friday. You will see the link is on Google Drive named Informal Assessment. You can just follow the link in the document. I will also make it available on WhatsApp, and the test will be about socioeconomic issues that we have covered thus far, that we have reviewed thus far from page 85 to 91, and you will see your marks immediately. All right. Good luck, grade 10s, and have a good week further.